Greetings, my friends, and welcome back. It's week one, and we are talking through the perfect offer. And today, I'm excited because today we're talking about mastering the four core and detailing your irresistible offer. Okay, so we're going to walk through mastering the four core elements that you absolutely must need in order to create an irresistible offer. Okay. Now, just as a little backstory, as just a little precursor, let me just tell you a little story. In 2009, this is really when I got started online. In 2009, I had no clue how to put together an offer. I had no idea how to construct an offer. So if that's where you're at today, hey, look, we've all been there. And one really, but okay, before I get too far into this, just a little mindset tip for you, okay? If you are here today, okay, this is you, and maybe you're not quite as successful as you want to be online. Maybe you're not quite fully realizing your full potential, but you see other people out there who are crushing it, who are making a ton of money on the internet, who have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, and you're like, I want to be like that person. And when you look at them, you look down the pike and you maybe you can't quite see yourself there yet fully, right? It's more of like an admiration thing today, but it's like, I'm not sure if I'll ever get there. Just know that this person down the line, right? Even somebody, David Sharp, he's done $220+ million worth of sales of his own products on the internet. Even somebody like that started right where you are today with the exact same struggles, with the exact same difficulties, with the exact same insecurities, okay? And it's possible. It is possible to get to that place where you're finally as successful as you want to be, where you're finally making the money you want to be, where you're finally as free as you want to be. Okay? Just know that. That's totally possible. All right? So in 2009, I had no clue. I really didn't. I was just getting started. I was reading everything I could by this guy named Dan Kennedy. And Dan Kennedy is kind of the vintage, main guy who really invented and made popular something called direct response marketing. Okay? Now, Dan Kennedy is a legend in this industry in terms of copywriting and how to create offers that sell. But I had no clue what an offer really was, right? I just thought, when I got started, I thought, man, I'll show up in Facebook groups. I'll start posting ads on Google. I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to rank ads on Google, or rank sites on Google rather. I thought it was like going to be kind of a unicorn thing. Like I would just pour some magic potion on my business and it would just pop out sales, right? I was going to get rich. But I was dead wrong. So for about 5 years, I placed blogs. I created so many blogs. The hours I spent creating blogs is almost embarrassing to think about. I posted to social media. I did so many solo ads. I did Google ads. I tried everything and really like nothing happened. It was literally just kind of crickets the whole time. And I probably racked up right in the range of 20 grand. I mean down the road it was more like 40 to 50 grand, but of total debt, but really like 20 grand of credit card debt later. I literally hadn't moved forward at all in my business. And just, if we're really candid, I didn't even really have a business. It was just kind of this side hobby thing that I was doing. And I had just, years worth of these struggles. We had mounting debt. Catherine and I just, the struggle of being financially broke to the point of like worrying about, is my credit card going to be maxed out or are we going to be able to pay groceries? Like that's, for a man, that's kind of an emasculating thing. It just sucks. It just does. There's no way. I woke up most days feeling like a failure. I went to bed most days feeling like a failure. It was just kind of like, that was my perpetual mode I functioned in. But eventually down the road, I kind of figured it out. I figured out, hey, I'm going to create my own product. And I did. And it was a big moment. I created my first product, the first experiment. It was called the Instant Expert Blueprint. And it was a 6-module course, okay? So I put together this whole course, and it was 6 modules. And I had PDFs to go along with them. They were video modules, and I had PDFs to go along with them. And I thought this thing was incredible, okay? I laugh a little bit looking back at it now, but I thought this was going to be the next thing. And basically what I was selling was, hey, look, you can step into any industry as a consultant, as a total newbie, and just hack your way to instant expert status immediately, basically hacking your credibility. And I wrote, this awesome sales video, and I spent weeks creating an incredible offer to sell it. And I asked a few friends, hey, can you write an email to your list and promote it? And I was all in on this damn thing. I'm telling you, I was absolutely all in, whole hog, that I was going to make like $1 million selling this thing, right? And I spent probably, I don't know, I can't even count the amount of time that I spent developing this. And to be totally honest, I made 0 sales. Like not a couple hundred, not 10 sales, not 5 sales. I made 0 sales to this. There's not a single person in the world who ever saw that product. And they should probably be thankful for that, but not a single person purchased. And the reason no one purchased that, even though I thought, oh my gosh, this is the best thing since sliced bread, it lacked the 4 core elements to what I would call fly off the shelf high converting offers, meaning offers that just fly off the shelf. They're so good, people have to purchase, right? And it just didn't happen. But contrast that. Now, let me give you another example. Something called the first page formula, which is it's a info product. It's an information product, videos, PDFs, etc., where I showed people how to rank their websites and videos on the first page of Google. And just so you know, this is way back in the day, but look at these embarrassing photos of me. This is literally how I would create my courses right here. So on my desk, you can see there are pillows, okay? Because it would make the sound like more studio quality. I didn't even have a microphone, okay? And I still have a very similar drawing tablet that I'm using right now as I'm drawing this, okay? And what I would do for better lighting is I would tip over a lamp towards me, 2 different lamps. There's not one here, but I would tip over 2 lamps towards me on this desk, and I would have my pillows, and it would sound like kind of a recording studio. You can see me doing it here too, which is just almost, this is just embarrassing, but this is our bed in our tiny 1-bedroom apartment. We were broke as an absolute joke. I have an incredible farmer stand here. This is magical stuff here. But and I created this product, and this is actually, I'm gonna tell you in a second about the results of this launch. But this is the bed I was laying in, right here in this exact spot, and my phone was on the floor, like right here. When I made my first, probably my first $1,000 on the internet, and I'll share with you a little bit about how that happened. So the first page, back to the first page formula. Okay, so this is about 2 years later down the. I would say it's about 2 years later down the road from the Instant Expert Blueprint, which I was trying to sell, but 2 years later, I try to sell the first page formula, okay? So in this 5-module course, I talk about how to get inside the mind of Google, and that's really what my selling angle was, right? Imagine you could get inside the mind of Google and see how they wrote their algorithm. What are they looking for? What ranks best on their website, right? And that's the whole angle that I took. And this time when I created my sales material, I made it my central focus to hammer these 4 core elements over and over and over again. Now, I had mentors, I had courses I purchased, I had all sorts of stuff. It took me years. We're talking literally years and years to develop these 4 core elements. And here's the power of you going through this boot camp is between Dave and I, we have a collective 2 decades worth of marketing experience, okay? And it has taken us so long to develop what we're sharing with you in these videos. I mean, this is years and years and years. I mean, you're 3 days into a boot camp, and we're taking care of this for you right now here today, right? Now, remember back, okay? So, well, let me go here. When I launched this product, I didn't really expect much from it, but when I launched this product, I was totally shocked. And what I did is I actually, and if you don't know what this is, write this down. I joint ventured, JV, with a guy who he developed an SEO plugin tool, okay, for WordPress. So people would download his little plugin on WordPress to rank their sites higher on Google. And he had about 30,000 people or so on this email list who were people who downloaded and used the tool, right? Now remember in day 2 when we talked about people who are ready to buy because they already bought something similar. Are you starting to see how these pieces connect now? Okay, so when I went out and now I create this product, or I have a product or service to offer, right? Guess what? Do you think that these 30,000 people are pretty interested in learning about getting inside of the mind of Google if they've already downloaded an SEO plugin to learn to basically use on their website to rank their sites higher? Of course they are. They've already proven it, right? They've already proven it. So here's what I did. I sent him an email. I sent this guy an email asking if he could send an email to his list to promote my product, the First Page Formula. And I didn't expect him to say yes, but he said, yes, let's do it. So we split the profits of this. Basically what we did was just agreed, hey, let's split it 50-50. And the joint venture was born. And there we go. And the rest is history. But what's interesting is when I went to bed, so let's fast forward. After we basically sign our little, we just kind of called it a gentleman's agreement. Hey, look, I'll take the sale and I'll pay you out 50% of the sale. Let's sign a gentleman agreement. We don't need a huge, massive contract or whatever. And he said, yeah, that's fine. No big deal. His first email went out around midnight Eastern time. And we took about a week to write some emails and make sure we were on the same page. But because I was conditioned to fail over and over and over again, I didn't expect much. I was like, well, we're going to write these emails and probably no one's going to open them and it's just going to fail and it's going to suck. And again, I'm laying in this bed right here and I'm about to go to bed and the email goes out and all I can hear on my phone right over here is, and it's literally my phone is plugged in right here and my pillow is right here. And all I could hear was ding, 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 ding. And it was PayPal. It was PayPal. I was making money. And I couldn't believe it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that was really my first $1,000 on the internet, was this just little joint venture, right? This little First Page Formula was taking off like a friggin' rocket ship to the moon. It was crazy. It was the total opposite of the Instant Extra Blueprint. And I did those first $1,000 worth of sales of my own product online. And from that night on, I never wrote another offer without the 4 core elements. So without further ado, it's time to get into the 4 core elements. All right. And we're going to go through them. So make sure you write them down. And we're going to end this thing with some questions from the PDF guide so that you can go in and answer those questions. Okay, so first and foremost, number 1 is urgency. Okay, a great offer allows people to get what they want or do what they want faster. Now, this is the key word, faster. Okay, so speed is the grease of the wheels of incredible marketing. And I can maybe draw a bike. This is the way I always explain it, okay? This is the best analogy that I can explain this. All right, so we got some pedals, we have a bike, we need a little handlebars, okay, whatever. So, and then we got a little seat. So on any bicycle, right, you always have a chain. And the way I explain it is a marketing plan or an offer without urgency, okay, or without, let's say it even better, without the core 4, is sort of like sand in the chain of a bicycle. And I used to live in Chicago, and I went to school in Chicago, and I would ride my bike along Lakeshore Drive, and that's along a beach. And sometimes I would get sand on my tires and sand on my chain, and it was a disaster. And it makes it really hard to pedal because there's friction, right? There's friction. There's sand in the chain of the bike. It's friction. It's hard to pedal. Same with your business, okay? If you don't have the 4 core, your offer's going to suck. I mean, your offer's going to have friction. People are going to have something called buyer's resistance. Buyer's resistance, okay? So people have hopes, they have dreams, they have goals, okay, of what they want in their business, in their life, in their whatever, you name it, right? And urgency, okay, an offer with urgency makes whatever it is that they want, okay, you push them to make it happen faster, okay? And let me just illustrate this with a story. When I got started in this industry, and actually this was about 2011, there was a live event in Orlando. Okay, there's a live event in Orlando held by this internet marketing company, and it was all about, how to market your business, and I was going to learn copy and all this stuff, right? And I was kind of playing this unsure, procrastinating kid, right? And I had a mentor, his name was Mark, and he said, "Hey, I'm speaking at this event in Orlando, and I think you need to get there." And I said, "Hey, look, I'm not sure I can get there. I just don't think it's in the budget." And he said, "Hey, look, man, here's the thing. When I hear people say it's not in the budget, what I hear is people aren't willing to invest in their business. And that's okay. That's okay. But just know that, dude, this might not be for you. And I would rather see you just get out. Okay, I'd rather see you just get out and go do your own thing, rather than, slowly spend money endlessly until, you've spent a ton of money," which was kind of what I was doing at the time. And he said, "All right, look, here's the deal, Matt. Here's the deal. Okay, I'm going to make you a deal. If you can get to Orlando, get your flights and get your ticket, I've got a spare bed. And you can stay there so you don't have to pay the hotel. You don't have to pay any of that stuff, okay? But here's the thing, is I'm thinking about giving this to another guy, so I need to know tonight, can you make it? Are you going to be able to make it? If not, that's cool. Look, it's not a big deal, okay? But I got to know tonight, on the phone with you right now, what's it going to be?" And he made me an irresistible offer. But notice how, before I had a reason to buy. It's a great value. The ticket was like $295. It was nothing. Okay. But then he said, "Hey, look, I got to know. I got to know tonight. Or I'm going to let Kevin, another young kid, I'm going to let Kevin come and he'll take the spot." And I took it. And I'm telling you right now, here's the best example of this, because this event was my first event that I ever went to. Now, people would come in and say, "Wow, that was really manipulative of him," right? That was really manipulative. No, not at all. Because he knew that I had a dream, okay? And it's funny because this event was called Live the Dream, okay? And some people would say right now I am living the dream. I have friends who say I'm living the dream. It's kind of funny, right? So 8 years later, and it's almost 8 years to the day, okay, in 2011, I go to Live the Dream 2, and I'll never forget it. I will never forget it. LTD, Live the Dream 2. And I go to this event, and it is completely life-changing for me. It changed everything, and it cemented all of these dreams that I had had into reality. I saw the people, I talked with them, I shook their hands, I met new people. I was pushed so far out of my comfort zone, right? And it might have taken me a few years after that to really produce it. And there's probably people in this industry and people outside this industry who said, "Man, that was just what a BS move by that guy Mark," right? But what he did and what he knew, he was a master marketer, is he said urgency helps people get what they want or do what they want faster. And I wanted to quit my job, and I wanted to be free. I wanted to get out of my job, and in 2017 I did. It took me a long time, but guess what? This might have taken me till 2030 if I didn't have that push in 2011 to show up to that event. And if you believe in your product or service, and you actually have the conviction and leadership internally to do this, you will create offers with urgency, and you will call people to action with integrity, and it will change their life. And that will be the most empowering feeling you will ever have in a business. I promise you that. Okay? Number 2, it's something called price justification. Okay? Price justification. What I mean by that is you need to add value to the purchase by offering bonuses and additional value to make it a massive steal in the mind of your prospects. Okay? So let's just make this super, super simple. Okay? What happens if you, as the seller, do not answer the question, is this worth the amount of time and money they're charging me? So in the prospect's mind, look, you have to understand, when they sit down on the screen, okay, and they're looking at whatever is your offer, whether you got a video, whether you got text, whatever it is, okay, so a little prospect guy is sitting down and he's looking at your offer, okay, he's getting his eyeballs on your offer. Now, what you've got to understand is that inside of this guy's brain or this gal's brain, there is something called buyer's resistance. Write this down, buyer's resistance. In buyer's resistance, this person, okay, they are resisting. And this is a good thing, by the way. I mean, this saves us so much money, so much pain, so much hurt. We have been conditioned that if somebody's trying to sell us something, we should be skeptical, right? We should be skeptical. And if you don't answer the question, is this worth the amount of money? They're functioning on a scale, okay? Is this worth the amount of money that they're asking? And if you don't, guess what? This wallet that's in their pocket does not move, does not open ever, okay? It does not open, right? So is it worth it? So how do you justify that? Well, a great example of this, let me give you a great example. So Dave Sharp, right? In a lot of his sales material, he'll say something like, look, here's the deal. You can put me to the test, but I have made 200 and, man, maybe it's not 250, maybe it's something like 225 or something like that. But let me just give you this as an example. I've done over $250 million worth of sales of my own products online, okay, of my own products. How would you like to ethically swipe my exact business blueprint and learn exactly how I did it? Well, now it's like, are you kidding me? For $7? Like, I would be an idiot not to do that. Now you suddenly see how offering bonuses and additional value makes it a massive steal in the mind of a prospect, right? So you can also, guys, you can also apply this to Builderall, okay? So you could say something like, you know, Builderall has a team of XYZ employees, like however many employees they have, right? Working in however many countries, okay? And it's cost them X amount of dollars to produce this, you know, you can say millions of dollars to produce the most powerful all-in-one digital marketing platform for entrepreneurs and business owners, right? I mean, they've spent millions of dollars developing and building this groundbreaking service. It should cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars per month for all of the tools that are included. And just as a side note, other competitors with subpar services do charge hundreds of dollars a month for a lesser product. What does Builderall cost? It's just $69.90 a month. Okay, so now you can see, right? For those of you who are Builderall affiliates, lots of you are selling Builderall. You can see how you can condition that. Oh my gosh, you're right. I mean, this took years for them to build. Millions of dollars. They have staff and designers and support and all these people. It's just $69 a month. That's wild. That's crazy. There's people who pay $297 for an inferior product and less features. It's the only tool you'll ever need. Pretty cool, right? So, you know, I feel like I could probably just jump into that right now and start making sales immediately as an affiliate if I was if I was just gonna go for it right at this very second. Okay, number 3 is testimonial. So right now in 2019, look, reputation of a product is huge. What people are saying about a product is huge. Okay. Now, most marketers who are a little new, they feel depressed about this. They say things like, and I hear this all the time, I haven't sold anything yet. I don't have any testimonials yet, right? Well, guess what? If you're selling somebody else's company as an affiliate, you can use their testimonials for that product, okay? You don't need your own. If they have 100 testimonials of people saying, this product has changed my life. It's the easiest product to use. I got a funnel set up so fast. It's just incredible. Well, guess what? You don't need your own testimonials. Use those. But you need to use social proof, because again, when people are asking that question, they're saying, am I going to look dumb if I buy this? Am I going to look dumb if I buy this? Right? And if there's countless people, or even just a few, who have reviewed and said, yes, I love the product, well, it lowers, remember this word, it lowers the buyer's resistance of your prospects and opens the door for them to buy. Okay? All right. Just as a final note on this, it is crazy hard to sell without testimonials. Okay? It's hard to sell. And if you do sell without testimonials, you have to be upfront and say, hey, look, I haven't actually sold any of this before. This is why I'm offering it at a deep discount. Okay? And that's when you would sell, let's say a $39 product, you would sell it at $7, right? Okay? And you can say, hey, I'm taking on 10 trial buyers to test out the product at $7 instead of $37. Something like that. And basically what that does is it just makes the purchase a no-brainer to your audience. Okay? Just makes it a no-brainer. Okay. Number 4, and the final one, intensity boosters. Okay? Make it your goal to add bonuses to your offer that add up to more than the value of the product price. This is so powerful. So what does that mean, though? If you're selling a product for $19.95, let's imagine that you have a little info product for $19.95 where you teach people how to run Facebook ads. Okay? Buy my cute little fast Facebook ads course for $19.95. What you want to do, if you have a sales video, okay, you create a little sales video or a webinar, okay, you could sell it on a webinar. If you are selling a course via sales video, webinar, or even just a sales letter, what you want to do is you want to include bonuses that add up to more than $19.95 or are just perceived as more than $19.95. So if you're a Facebook ads consultant and you charge, which you should, somewhere in the range of $100 an hour to consult on Facebook campaigns, okay? If that's your MO, if that's what you do, then what you could say is you could say, hey, look, I charge $100 an hour or $50 a half hour for a Facebook ads consult. I will give you a free 30-minute Facebook ads consult to help build out your strategy, or if you're already running ads, to look at your ads and give you a winning strategy to keep moving forward, okay? And that will be included as a free bonus with your purchase of this $19.95 Facebook ads course. This is unlike anything I'm ever offering, but here's the thing. Now, add urgency. Here's the thing. This is only available to the first 10 buyers. And if you see this video right now and it's live, it's still available. So grab it right now because it's still available. But I'm telling you, this is not going to last very long. And this is not some fake thing. I have 10 spots. That's it. Right? So now it's like, if I'm a viewer and I'm actually sitting down and I'm watching your little offer, okay, I'm going to be like, geez, if I got the buy now button right here, I'm clicking that buy now button because now I'm going to get in this elite club where I get this little 30-minute bonus, okay? The same thing goes if you're an affiliate marketer. You add these bonuses that add up to more than the perceived value of the product price. Some people will just buy just for the bonuses. Some people will just buy just for the bonuses, okay? And some companies have bonuses built in, right? Like if I'm selling Builderall, for instance, and this whole thing isn't just about selling Builderall, but if I'm selling Builderall, if I'm selling another, information product of some sort that I'm an affiliate for, okay? If I'm an affiliate for that, I'm gonna talk about and sell about the Facebook groups, or I'm gonna create my own Facebook group and let them in there. When people perceive that the bonuses are just as valuable as the actual product itself, it becomes just a huge no-brainer, okay? It becomes a massive, massive no-brainer in the mind of your prospect, okay? So implement those 4 core elements and watch your conversions grow, okay? And just to quickly recap them, number 1 was urgency, okay? Allow people to get what they want or do what they want faster. Number 2 is price justification. Number 3 is testimonials. And number 4 is intensity boosters, okay? So in our worksheet for today, the assignment, okay, I want you to answer the following questions to make certain that you've nailed down the core 4 elements of a high converting offer. Number 1, explain why you have a crystal clear reason for someone to buy right now. And right now, not later, right this second. Do you? Is there a reason? Why should they? What's the urgency? Without urgency, there's no sale. Number 2, what goals will your ideal avatar achieve faster if you add urgency to your offer? What are the goals of your ideal avatar? Now we're connecting the pieces. Will it help them get a sales funnel created faster? Will it help them start generating leads? How will their life change more rapidly if you clearly apply urgency to your offer? Okay. Number 3, is what you're offering worth the money that you're asking them to pay? Is it actually worth it? Why or why not? List it out. Tell us why. Have you clearly communicated to them the amount of time, effort, energy, and money that was required to create the product or service that you're selling? Did you spell it out for them? Number 4, have you collected testimonials? Are there testimonials out there that you can use? How can you get more of them? Who can you contact? So figure out, where can I find the testimonials that I'm looking for, and where can I use them in my marketing? And then number 5, what kind of bonuses could you add to your offer that would show your prospects that this is worth my money? What kind of bonuses? Is it a short 15-minute strategy session? Is it you'll send them a free book? What is it, right? For instance, as Builder All affiliates, on the first month, you make 100% commission. So what I have done in other, when I was first getting started, this might be worth the entire video right here, but when I was getting started, I was enamored and I was on fire for the 4-hour work week. And when I was building a team, what I did is I took the 4-hour work week and I said, hey, look, you're gonna purchase this product, right? You're gonna get a little trial, and then you're gonna purchase this product, and I'm gonna get 100% commission. Okay, so I'm gonna actually take some of that commission and I'm gonna spend it on you, because you are valuable to me and I want you to excel. So I would buy them a copy of the 4-hour work week and I would force them to read it. Okay, because I wanted my team to start thinking differently. I wanted my team to start functioning differently. Okay, and as soon as I did that and I said, hey, we're going to have a 10-minute call. Do you have time for that 10-minute call? Great. Well, here's the other thing. On top of that 10-minute call, I'm also going to send you a book, The 4-Hour Work Week. Do you think you'll have time over the next couple of weeks to read The 4-Hour Work Week? Yup. Awesome. Great. Let's get you signed up. And the sale is done, right? Because it's like, oh, yeah, of course, duh. I mean, geez, you're going to buy me a book? You're going to mail me a book? Right now, I'm not saying you got to do all of that, but once you start stacking bonuses, the sale, the price, it becomes irrelevant. It becomes trivial, okay? Trivialize the price, okay? All right, that is a wrap for day 3. I want you to go through this assignment. I want you to write this stuff down. If you enjoy printing it off, print it off and actually handwrite it down, or post it in the comments below the video, preferably below the video, not below the PDF. We prefer it to be below the video. And mark day 3 complete.